Candyman.
Candyman. Hi there. I'm Tom, and I'm rationing my contact lenses.
I'm Galen, and I found out that I'm on the Wikipedia page for Paige Matthews of Charmed.
This is real. It was a big day yesterday when we found this out.
It was.
Welcome to your 15 minutes of FUME, presented by Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, the perfume company that we both work for. Applause, applause, applause. Theme music.
So much is happening right now. La-di-da.
Actually, nothing is happening right now. We have no emergencies to announce or discuss with you, which is why we wanted to take today to just do something fun that I've been meaning to do for a while and discuss the lab's Candyman perfume blends.
Can we handle it? Is it too scary? I'm scared. Now I'm really scared.
This is the prop hook that I made because we're going to film a little promo video upcoming for our Candyman scents. We just found out, though, this week that the new Candyman movie that Jordan Peele is making has been postponed until September.
Because
of Candyman.
You know why.
You know why. You know what you did. So there's truly no emergency in filming this video other than we thought it would be really fun, and it's an opportunity to remind you that our perfumes exist now.
Yeah.
As we were just discussing, the lab's licensed Candyman perfume blends are actually licensed through Clive Barker, who wrote the short story that the original Candyman movie is based upon, entitled
The Forbidden.
The Forbidden. So our perfume blends on the site are under The Forbidden.
Mm-hmm.
You will be happy to know that there are only 3 of them.
It makes it easy.
It makes it very easy to collect the entire set. And it's exciting to actually explore these a little because there's only one of them that I have, I think, tried on ever.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared of them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty natural.
They're based on this creepy story about an urban legend that basically uses an urban legend researcher to, you know, become real or realer and cement its existence in our world.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a story and movie and soon-to-be sequel/remake about people getting murdered with a giant hook, which is my favorite subgenre of comedy.
Oh.
And also, it's a story about how male academia sucks and women actually have to risk life, limb, and soul in order to get ahead.
Mm-hmm. But enough about that.
Ha! You have the rest of your life to worry about those problems. But only 15 minutes to enjoy these perfumes. So we're just going to start at the beginning in the collection on the website, which is a perfume blend called Foolish and Vacuous. And the quote, I'll read because it's short, from the story says, "She was glad to see the back of him. When he failed to return that night, she didn't even think of weeping about it. He was foolish and vacuous." There it is. "She despaired of ever seeing a haunted look in his dull eyes, and what worth was a man who could not be haunted?"
So this is a perfume dedicated to the character of Trevor in the film and book. And Trevor sucks. Let's just say it. He's foolish and vacuous. We all hate Trevor. He's
the man who sucks, which is like a well-worn trope in any movie that features a man.
But what does he smell like?
The scent it says, a scent with no depth. A light, reedy, almost vapid take on a classic men's fougere. And for those who don't know tons about perfume, fougere is a term based on the word in French for fern, and it's like a collection of herbaceous, like mossy, sweet-ish scents that has been very popular in men's colognes over the years. So there's nothing sinister per se about the scent. There's just something about knowing the story that makes me feel really creepy about smelling it.
It is a light and clean.
Do you smell lavender in there? There might
be somewhere in there.
Common in a fougere.
Yeah. It's mostly a kind of greenish smell to me. I'm not really even sure what's in there.
It's been green. Like lichens growing on cement.
Yeah.
But yeah, very crisp and green and maybe like a little acrid. This one doesn't have really any sweetness per se in the bottle. Again, it'll change when we try it on the skin in a moment.
Yeah. It is nice in terms of really nails like a kind of indistinct fragrance where you're like, it certainly smells like something, but it is like indescribably.
It's not terribly dark. But it is kind of shadowy and cool.
Yeah.
And damp, and it has a bit of a sting to it. Like a lot of men's colognes. Very interesting. Foolish and Vacuous. Next on our list, I should have put this in airplane mode. Okay, so this is the one that I have tried on. Sweets to the Sweet. Sugar upon sugar, honey upon honey, white cane sugar, and honey absolute. This is one, I have recommended it to lots of people who love honey and sugar smells, and I sell a lot of it at conventions for that reason. And again, there's nothing in the bottle that actually smells sinister. It's just it's so sugary and like honey mellow that it almost has almost like a lemony tang to it, because like your nose just doesn't know what to do with that much sugar.
It's really sweet, yeah, like lemony citrus candies or like cotton candy.
Yes.
I'm getting like just kind of a whoosh of different kinds of sweets.
Like when you chew on the paper after eating cotton candy.
Yeah.
But there's something about, again, just knowing, like having the images from the story and in the movie in my mind, and the bees coming out of someone's mouth and then stinging you in the face. That really makes me afraid of it.
Yeah, the sweetness is like terrifying in that aspect.
Yeah.
I was like, what's it covering up?
Right. Like when I was a child and used to go play like in abandoned like construction sites and stuff and eat candy, and I knew I was doing something bad.
Did you bring your own candy, or was it candy?
The candy was provided by me.
Left for Candyman.
I wasn't that desperate for candy.
Okay.
I probably would have eaten that, actually, if it was left there. So, and then the third one that we have is called The Day Burned White. This one is the scent of the bombed out, blighted housing development that, in the story, of course, it's set in England. And in the Candyman movie from 92, is set in Chicago, Cabrini Green. So The Day Burned White, there's a long description on our page that that shows you the brilliance, by the way, of Clive Barker, Uncle Clive's prose.
Yeah.
Reading the story is wonderful because it shows you how incredibly well they adapted the movie from just the descriptions, and like you get the smell of it from reading his prose.
Yeah, he's good like that.
Everything that he writes like kind of stinks,
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Day Burned
sensory experience.
White is plaster and spray paint, mottled with buttermilk, sweet, chalky, and edging on sickly. Can't imagine why I never tried this one on. White and golden amber beams of daylight pour through the belly of the scent, while oak moss and Spanish moss add a touch of decay. You ready? Okay, I don't know if this is better or worse than I was expecting. You take the bottle, I'll take the lid. Okay.
Oh.
It's clammy.
It is.
It's like there's a dampness and like a kind of a pallid, like I'm getting the chalkiness. I'm not getting so much of like amber, golden, or otherwise, maybe on the skin. I'm just so afraid of trying this on. I'm afraid I'm gonna like it. That's what I'm afraid of.
It is kind of making my stomach upset.
I'm not getting a lot of, the Spanish moss, like it might be part of like that sort of damp scent. Although I guess that's kind of, you would think it's dry, but it's definitely kind of gray and misty and atonal. But there is a hardware store smell, for sure.
There really is.
Like it's that aisle in the hardware store where you don't know actually what any of this stuff does, and you're just not supposed to be here.
And for some reason the overhead lights are out. Like, only on that aisle.
Only on that aisle.
Like, am I even supposed to be on here? Is the store open?
This is why it's worth it to pay somebody to take care of these things for you.
It's unsettling. I'm scared. That's it,
It has this...
I am afraid.
It definitely has the abandoned building quality.
Yeah.
Like, it's the smell of isolation, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
It definitely...
We can all relate.
Oh boy. Have I got the scent for you?
Well, should we try them on?
Okay, so we're going to try them on, and then we'll be back in a second. Ta-da! And we're back.
Candyman. Okay.
Only say that one time. Alright, so first on the skin, we're smelling Foolish and Vacuous.
Okay.
This is the fougere. It does weirdly smell like a college professor.
Yeah.
It's actually completely benign, and I feel silly for being afraid of it.
I like it. It's kind of like it really just crisp and green, like a nice little hotel soap that you brought home with you.
Yeah, although I'm not getting like soapy per se, but it is a very nice...
soapy, but just clean. Like, crisp and sharp.
I actually really like it. I wonder if I avoided it because I did not want to be perceived as foolish and vacuous, and the joke is that apparently I just am. Alright, well, while I could enjoy that for a while, but let's move on to Sweets to the Sweet. This is one, of course, I'm more familiar with, but like, definitely that cotton candy smell. Like, you know, like when you've had your fill and you're still like licking it off the corners of your mouth. Mm-hmm. Is there something on my popcorn? Ah! This is what I wear to the movies.
Sweets to the Sweet is
oh, it's a jam.
Sweet!
It's just wonderful, though.
Yeah.
It's like actually a really exciting smell to, I think, wear to the movies. I have done that before because it really just is like that concession stand fairground smell. Yeah. It's just great. Of course, the real fairground smell would be the Mouse Circus one that is cotton candy with popcorn. But if you are popcorn, you can just wear this and you've got the whole spectrum. I feel like we're now just avoiding...
And now we're avoiding the last one, yeah.
The elephant in the room, which is the Dayburn White. Okay. You ready? Oh.
Okay, on my skin it smells more papery than like a plasticky spray paint kind of thing.
And thank goodness.
More like an office supply store. Less hardware store, more office supply.
Yeah. There is like
the amber and the moss coming through.
A printer ink smell.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad it's not buttermilk.
It's not super unpleasant on the skin. It is just kind of like a... I don't know. Almost...
I mean, I'm not... Okay, here's the deal. I'm not miserable, but I'm not happy about it.
No.
It is actually... Okay, so I feel bad for slamming it entirely. Like, no one should ever wear this perfume because it is evolving into, I think, like a wearable scent. Mm-hmm. You just have to be able to walk through the fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a test of one's bravery.
I can't believe I've never done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are the other ones doing?
Foolish and Vacuous is like totally chillin'.
Yeah.
It's like not out of place with some of the other springtime scents actually that we just released.
Yeah.
Although it is a more of a like a cologne-y kind of fresh smell than some of that outright like this is the scent of the outdoors ones that we've been releasing. But I like that. It makes it more distinguished, like something like if you would wear on a date, if people ever do that again.
Yeah.
In the Sweets to the Sweet, I'm starting to get more of like the honeycomb kind of smell, where it's like settling down into something kind of chewy, and less like spun sugar flying off all over the place. It's nice. I get instant like Winnie the Pooh reaction from it. That's me smacking honey. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not just being gross. Oh. But then after you smell those two and then come to this one, you get the Office Max, like right off the bat. And you would have to kind of sit with it and dwell with it and be like, this is the only thing I get to smell for a while before you make peace with it. So hopefully when we have live events again, people can come and smell these for themselves and experience the wonder and the terror firsthand. Mm-hmm. I'm never getting that back from you. Enjoy it while it's clean because we're going to slather it with gore and make a fun little promo for these scents, which there's actually now no pressure whatsoever to do because the new movie does not come out until September. If anyone has tried these, we're curious to hear your impressions. Some of you freaks might have all three of them. Some of you may have the one Sweets to the Sweet that I sold you at a convention. But we would love to hear if anyone has braved the series. And I hope you will stay safe out there and just terrorize yourself inside using your own 5 senses.